I'm going to show you how you can create your own avatars which you can join Teams meetings with. So to do this, open Teams and then go across to the three-dot menu on the left hand side. Now avatars may pop up at the top of your list, but if it doesn't, you can search for it and click on it. Now it will take a moment to load as it pulls in the features from online. And you have two ways you can create your avatars. One of them is relatively new and the other one has been there for a while. So creating from base uses one of the base models like the ones on screen, and creating from a photo is where you upload a picture. So let's start with the create from photo. So once we click create from photo, this is where it will first of all try to use your camera. Now if you have no camera, you can upload a photo. So click upload photo and then you can move to wherever you have your image located and select it. I'm going to select this file for example. And as you see, JPEGs aren't accepted, only JPEGs, bitmap images and PNGs are allowed. Now this is where you can upload a new image. So we're going to click upload image again and we're going to select this JPEG file. So as you see, this is a picture of me, and once you're happy, click use photo. Now what this will do is it will allow you to go through and select your skin tone. So for me, I'm going to select warm fair. You can select any of the preset 20 here and you can amend how light or dark of that tone you want it. Then you can click on next and here it will start going through some standard things to try and set up your avatar. Now it will choose and make 3 for you that you can use, or you can do something else. So I'm going to select the first one and then we're going to click next. Now you can select your body shape for your avatar. So I'm going to select this one at the bottom right, for example. And once you're happy, you can click next. And then you can start selecting an outfit. So I want to look quite professional, so I'll put on a suit. And once you're happy, click next. And then you can save your avatar. So I'm going to click save avatar. And it will now save it to one of those which I can then join Teams meetings with. Now it will take a moment to load between many of these screens due to the amount of compute power required to show these virtual avatars of yourself. Now you can create 3 different versions of yourself within Teams meetings. And now I can show you how you can do it manually. So to create an avatar manually, just click on the plus to add a avatar. Now this is where you will click then create from base, or you can duplicate an existing avatar. We're going to create from base and I'll show you all the different options. Now you have tons of different presets which you can start building your avatar off of. Now I'm going to select this one for example. And we're going to hit save and customize. Now this will just take a moment whilst it sets up everything, and you can set things up such as your skin color first. So I'm going to select warm fair again. I might make this a little bit darker, and then I'm going to go through to face. Now here is where you can set up different aspects of your face, such as your face shape. So I'll select one of these randomly. Then you can also select your eyes, what sort of eyes you want. So I'm going to select one of these randomly. You can also select your eyebrows. Now for all of these, you can also customize the colors of your eyes, your eyebrows. So I'm just going to go with burgundy red eyebrows, just to show you how you can make it look and customize it for yourself. You can choose nose. I'm going to choose a big nose, for example. And as you can see, that's now applied. And then you can start choosing how you want your lips, for example. So I'm going to choose ones that look quite wide and small. Then you can also choose your ears. I'm a big listener apparently, so I'm going to choose some larger ears. Do I have a hearing aid? I don't, but if you do want to demonstrate that part of yourself as well in the avatar, you can. You can also rotate yourself around to see how you look. You can then move on to hair. Now you can choose different hair types, whether you're balding at the front, you're not balding and you have a luscious set of hair. I'm just going to choose this one for example, and it will take a moment to reflect, and here again you can select a completely different colour. So I've gone for, I think it's called peach orange. There we go. You can also change that, or you can choose a colour from the wheel. I have a beard, and as you see, it's chosen a colour that it thinks will match. I want my beard to be a bit thicker, and I'm going to make this grey or white. And as you see, it's definitely different to creating it from an image. You can also apply makeup if you wish as well. So I'm going to apply some eyeshadow, and I want that eyeshadow to be pink. So I'm just going to select that. You can apply some mascara, some lash line as well. You can also apply some blush to add a bit of colour to your cheeks. It's really customizable to however you want it to look, and it's really nice because you can make it look exactly like you whilst you're at work. So I'm gonna apply some blush here, for example, and here I want it to be, say, a deep dark purple, deep berry colour here. I want it to be extremely dark so you notice it. And then we're going to apply some lipstick, and you can choose the way you want the lipstick to be applied, and then you can choose the tone for that. So I'm just going to choose pearl pink, and you can see the contrast as well. Now you can set up your body. You can set yourself up to have lots of muscles, no waist, lots of bust. You can show yourself to have a big abdomen or a small one, or for you to have a stocky frame. If you also wish to show yourself with a prosthetic, that is also available, and you can do that as well. And as you can see, the right hand of the avatar is now a prosthetic limb. You can also customize the color of that. I'm just going to go for a sort of yellowish tint, although you can amend this to whatever it is you want, whether it's one arm or both arms, or not at all if you don't have a prosthetic. And then finally, you can customize your wardrobe. So here you can choose yourself to be in various clothes. For example, I've selected a dress in this one, but you can also add various things. So I'm just going to put on a shirt. Then you can also select the type of jackets you want. So I want to have most of my clothes visible, and you can also customize the color of items that you select. And as you see, the avatar thinks he looks very suave of himself. You can also wear a hat, or if you want to symbolize your faith, you have the option to add on headscarves, whether it is part of your religion or culture. Or you can wear a hat or a cap to look snazzy and cool. And you can also customize the colors of these as well. I'm going to go for a charcoal black cap in this instance. And finally as well, you can choose the type of glasses you want to wear. So I'm going to choose ones that make me look a little bit older, and I'm going to have them as the color green. And then once you're happy with how your avatar looks, you can click Finish Customizing. So this will take a moment to comprehend because, as I mentioned before, it takes a while to generate some of this because it is using your compute power on your laptop to generate these images of your avatar. So sometimes you may have to click buttons multiple times. As you see, this is now my avatar.